Creamer Media's Mining Weekly Online is talking to Matt Mullins, the chairperson of SAMCODE Standards Committee, which develops, promotes and ensures compliance with the South African minerals and oil and gas reporting codes. Matt, can you tell us about this feather in the cap for South Africa, that a high-ranking delegation is coming out to South Africa next Monday to study up these codes in the interests of being able to raise capital?
Martin, thank you very much for inviting me here and this opportunity to talk about SAM codes. It certainly is a huge feather in South Africa's cap to be asked by the Chinese delegation, a high-ranking delegation, being led through the Ministry of Land and Resources in Beijing, to come to South Africa to study how we have developed the codes over the last 25 years and how we implement them and how we've integrated the codes with our financial reporting and through our capital markets and the effectiveness of those codes. So yes, we are looking forward to this visit, but it's the first time that a delegation of this type has been asked to visit South Africa to see how we do things here.
And it shows you how important it is to have these standards now. If you want to go and ask for people's money, you have to have standards that people recognize. This helps the raising of equity capital.
We've developed this really nice global language of reporting of resources and reserves. And as you know, there have been some incidents in the past, like BRIEX, where there has been fraud committed, but there have been many incidents where we've needed to tighten up the reporting of the codes. It's now an international reporting system which is underpinned by stock exchanges globally, by the financial markets, and by our professional people, especially through membership of societies and institutes like the SIMM and the GSSA.
And there are other codes around the world. The Canadians have got codes. They've got links with you through Crisco, and the Australians. But why are this high-ranking Chinese delegation, why is it opting to come to South Africa?
South Africa is one of the 4 founder members of Crisco, which now comprises 13 countries worldwide. As one of the founder members, we have always been respected throughout the minerals reporting industry, but I think we're starting to develop the prominence internationally that has attracted the attention of this very high-ranking delegation to come and actually see how we do it. We have members of our committee prominent in Crisco. We have the incoming president, Ken Lomberg, next year. We also have Roger Dixon, who's been involved right from the start. In fact, Roger and I are the 2 veterans of this reporting system who go back to 94 when we started everything, 93 when we started it all off. I think that's the recognition of not only our role in South Africa, but how we've actually worked with other countries like Kazakhstan, Colombia, Brazil, to get them into the common reporting fold.
And this 18 to 19 person delegation coming out here, what are they going to do when they are here, and how will they understand the language?
I think there are 2 questions in that one. Firstly, the language. It's been a considerable effort on our side to have simultaneous translation of all our 3-week-long events, and we will have translators with them at all stages of the process, both in the formal training and in the informally when they have a bit of time off, and that we can show them around as well. The first one is that we've designed the 3-week program to cover a range of South African mining, all the way from our mining companies, our institutions, our universities. We're covering the parastatals, so the Department of Mineral Resources, the Council for Geoscience, Minerals Council of South Africa, and so we are going to make sure that they get a cross-section of what we do in South Africa and get a very good feeling for everything from the capital markets to the basic geological and mine planning work. As an example, the JSC, for example, will be hosting them for a day. They'll be going through the JSC, the workings of the JSC, how our codes have been incorporated in their listings rules, and we'll be giving them an idea of how effective that governance of the codes are through our readers panel, for example. Through one of the things we do is give an annual award for the best reporting of SAMREC through the Investment Analyst Society. Now we'll be telling them about that award, why we give it, and the winner this year, which African Rainbow Minerals, how they went out to show that they could be the best reporting, and they won the award. African Rainbow Minerals will be telling them all about their process and what they've done, their pursuit of excellence in reporting.
And Matt, will it just be SAMREC, or are you also going to cover the SAMVOL and the oil and gas side? Because our legislation now is going to be separated out. They're wanting to emphasize oil and gas as well.
Martin, most of these delegates are from the mineral side, so our strong focus is going to be on SAMREC, the mineral side, but we will be covering the valuation side because, as you know, we combine the two into the JSE listing rules, both the minerals reporting and the minerals valuation. We will touch on the oil and gas side, but we're not going to focus on that at all.
And how will this help, say, explorers and juniors? Do you also have a sort of a category for explorers and juniors, or is this just for the majors?
The SAMREC code caters for everything from small mining companies to large big mining companies, and we have three major divisions of the SAMREC code. One is exploration results, the second one is mineral resources, and the third is mineral reserves. And so the exploration results would largely cater for that early stage exploration, the junior who wants to get these exploration results out there, but ensure that they're done according to, as I said earlier, the common language, and have that sort of confidence in the numbers that are being presented, that they're still being done according to the code. At the same time, we're still catering to the large companies, the multinationals as well. With our international reciprocity, the JSE will accept companies with secondary listings, reporting according to their primary listing requirements, and we have all of those agreements fully tied up through our stock exchanges and the relevant bourses throughout the world.
And is this just going to be a single event, or is it a process? Is there some way of keeping in touch on an ongoing basis?
One of the expectations that the Chinese have asked for in their early discussions with us is a way to develop a mechanism for ongoing relationship between the people that they meet here, the institutions, the structures, and all of the people that they interface with. Yeah.
And there's also important news from you personally. You have now been appointed to a position in London.
Yes, that's correct, Martin. That's fairly recently with a major multinational in London. I'll be looking after their business excellence and their capital allocation, but I will continue to stay involved in the global resource reporting side. As you know, it's something that I've been interested in for many decades. So I'll stay involved in that. Thank you.
That was Creamer Media's Mining Weekly Online, talking to Matt Mullins, the SAM Code Standards Committee chairperson, who will be hosting a visiting Chinese delegation from October the 15th to November the 3rd.